Evans. Yes, Newlands, Irish, Colleen. Her face has a touch of a shamrock. Don't kiss her.
Ahem! Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Major. Ma'am.
And how are we all doing this morning?
Fine, ma'am.
Staying fit?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good. I'll come to the point. I've written a letter.
Another one.
Yes, Lieutenant Phillips. Another one.
Beg pardon, ma'am.
I should think so. Pointless to file any complaint with Lieutenant Colonel Blake. Either ignores what I have to say or co-signs it to file number 13.
The wastebasket.
Exactly. This time I am making my complaint directly to General Hammond.
You go over Colonel's head.
It's left me no choice.
Golly. I take it your complaint is about the boys?
If by the boys you mean Hawkeye, Pierce, and Duke Forrest, you're absolutely correct. Their soldierly bearing is shocking. They have no more regard for the military code than I do for a racing form. Their conduct is inexcusable. Have you heard of what they did in Japan?
They won a golf tournament.
They showed up to a serious operation dressed in Bermuda shorts and sneakers with the toes cut off. The tournament wasn't until later. The MPs had to drag them back to the airfield, and they were AWOL when they played in the tournament.
But the patient did survive. The one in Tokyo.
Nothing to do with the matter. You know how they regard the nurses here. Common courtesy isn't in their vocabulary, and I, for one, strongly resent being referred to as, I can hardly bring myself to say it, hot lips.
But what can we as nurses do about it, Major?
As women, we should stand together. I'm asking each of you to sign my complaint.
With your permission, ma'am.
Say what you will.
I can't defend the personal conduct. I'm not even going to try. I don't think the personal conduct really matters.
What?
They're two of the finest doctors I've ever worked with. They know what they're doing and how to do it. And they save lives. That's all important, isn't it?
Is it?
They're not regular Army. They didn't ask to be here. They were drafted.
Besides the point, they're soldiers.
Soldiers first and doctors second?
Obviously, I have been mistaken about how we all feel. I thought your devotion to the ideals of Army nursing.
They're really not so bad, Major. Considering all the sweat and blood that they go through, it's a miracle they're good as they are.
I can't argue against their competency. In the operating tent, it's above reproach. But they set about example in other ways, and I'm afraid eventually it will work against us all. If only they weren't so
Fresh?
In any case, you refuse to sign?
We can't, ma'am.
You mean you won't. Very well, I shall contact the general over my signature, mine alone.
Better tell Trapper John about this.
Where are you going?
Coffee.
Don't mind if I do.
We might have to make it ourselves. The MPs have Sergeant Devine.
Yet?
Seems two different Koreans claim that he sold them fishing rights at the Bay of Rum, and now they want their money back.
Bay of Rum, huh? Really branching out.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for knitting me those socks.
Gets cold at night. Do they fit?
Well, if I knot them together and use them as a scarf,
Ugly, do me a favor.
anything.
Make that knot real tight.
Boy, oh boy. You want my ears heard?
Something about hot lips, I bet?
Button, please don't call the Major by that name.
Why? She's a fire-belching dragon.
It'll only cause trouble.
Made trouble already. Hot Lips is sending a detailed letter to General Hammond. Go over what Blake said. She'll give names and dates and a full description of every unarmed thing Hawkeye and Duke have ever done. They can get broken for the things they've gotten away with.
What are we gonna do, Trapper?
Captain McIntyre, can I ask you a personal question?
Shoot.
Why do people call you Trapper John?
I once trapped a college co-ed in the washroom.
Ugh, boyish prank, of course.
I'm high-spirited by nature. What does it matter anyway? Hawkeye and Duke will be hurting.
We could have radar interception in the mailroom.
Not unless she delivers it personally.
Better get set.
For what?
They're moving in casualties. The South Korean patrol, bringing them in by stretcher bearer.
And I was gonna wash my hair.
Looks nice dirty.
All personnel report to their assigned stations. This is an alert. Repeat, all personnel report to their assigned stations. Repeat, this is an alert.